be a difficult thing to do. People that haven't had life experiences will have a almost impossible time thinking outside of the box. They will lack confidence in the coming brave new world. They won't know what to do because they have not had the life experience. Henning?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. People have to pick up their wit now, and already today they have to pick up their wit now and prepare their mind that their life is changed forever now, and it will be.
But do you think that's possible? I mean, is it really truly possible to prepare yourself for something like that?
For some people, it's possible to do so, but for most part of the people, as I said earlier, that people are too spoiled today. They're not used to kind of depend on themselves. They are dependent on everything coming from outside and kind of aiding them in their life. So they never really got out there and kind of fought for it, to get my drift. So they are in a paralyzed situation, and that is where they need really to reprogram their brain for, I'm not going to have my house tomorrow, not going to have my car tomorrow, I might not even have food. What can I do about that?
Right.
What should
and
I
where,
do about
Henning, where speaking as a Christian, where does faith play into that? Where does faith play into that for you?
I believe that if you want to listen to the Holy Spirit talk to you, He will guide you to what you need to listen. You need to listen to the first thought that comes to mind. Not sit and dwell upon a lot of thoughts. The first answer you get, if you are in contact with the Holy Spirit, that is what you need to do. I was doing that in text. I asked him, what am I supposed to do? And he only gave me one answer, leave. And we left. 2 days later, we were on the road back to Indiana, away from the disaster. Out. Because you can pick up on it. If you are willing to listen and open-minded, you can really pick up on it. That's what I believe in. That's how I usually do my stuff. That is, I'm picking up. And I have used them quite a bit during this oil spill. And I was amazed by it. It gave me that input, and it gave me that insight that I could go in and acting like a reporter for everyone on YouTube. I can't get it further than that. Yeah, I can get it further by Freedomlink here, but that's as far as I can go. I can't go to the media and expect they will transmit a story. Yeah, I would love to, but that's not going to happen. That's utopia. But trying to convey a message to the people out there that hard times come, serious danger, health-like, food-like, and also for those in uniform, which is supposed to come and help us when we are in need. They will not help us. Worse than Katrina has help. There will be no help. The whole structure will fall apart. That's what A.C. Griffith also says, that it will stop. And people have to pick up from there, and if they can't, they won't make it.
Do you see it as, Griff, do you see this as individuals being able to survive, or do you see that people are going to have to kind of band together? And do you see things as maybe scattered small groups of people, or do you see it really becoming just individual efforts?
You mean like Jericho? Yes, I think groups will have to come together, and then there'll be new problems as a result of groups coming together. There'll be management problems within those new societies that are formed. Somebody in the group will have to manage that. It's going to be one challenge after another. I want to say that Henning and I speak with one voice. I have not heard one word come out of his mouth that I don't agree with. We are speaking with one voice tonight. This is probably one of the most interesting, one of the most profound radio programs that's ever been put out. Do you know that, Joe?
I had no clue. All I could tell you is this. I want to say I can confirm it by the amount of technical difficulties that we have been facing tonight, between my DSL going out a minute before the show, having to connect on a landline to come on in, Henning's phone going in and out, John's having problems. I can most certainly say that from a spiritual standpoint, I know what's going on and why these things are taking place.
Yes.
And
it
is very profound.
I've told you, Joe, before, both on the air and off the air, that I've had profound paranormal things happen to me in the last 4 years. They are things that are unbelievable. You've never heard of anything like it before. I never experienced anything like what's been happening. But all of the paranormal that I've been happening has been encouraging, it's been uplifting, and it's been very supportive. And it encourages me to do what I'm doing, and that's why I do what I do, because I've been told to do it. Nobody would ever believe it. I would never put it out over the airwaves because no one would believe it. But I assure you that what I am saying is absolutely the truth. We're coming under attack here with the computers all the time, so I've devised a plan to get around it. I'm working with a computer that's off the line. It's hidden. They'll never find it. So they hit the wrong computer all the time, and I can tell them that, and they still can't find the computer. So we're under attack, not only the computers, but in other parts of life. And now, in the last couple of days, we're hearing of federal efforts to make voices quiet by bogus charges against people that are doing what we're doing here tonight. So it is the fascist mindset of the administration coming against the people. You know, all of Jesus' apostles, all except one, his real name was Ionios, John, is the only one that I know of. There might have been another one that was not crucified or murdered or stoned or had his head cut off. And those men stuck to their principles, and they stuck to their belief and their story right to the end. Good for them. I wanted to comment on faithful. You used the word faith. Faith. Right. You know, there are a lot of people in the world. There are millions and millions and millions and billions of people that have faith in what they believe in. The Arabs faithfully believe in what they believe in. So I'm not sure how I feel about the word having faith, because everybody has faith. They have faith in worshiping cows in India. You know, they know they're right in doing that. So it's something more than faith. It's behavior. It's carrying through. It's acting out your principles and you're sticking to it in face of threats and possible death and imprisonment, like Paul. And you just have to act out what you believe and don't give in. And do it to the end, and stand up for morality and what's right, and stand up for good in the world, and stand up for the God that you believe in.
I'll tell you this, that when I'm going to bring up that movie again, The Road, because it kind of affected me pretty profoundly, I have to say. I was kind of taken aback. My wife had got it on the Netflix because she had heard Alex Jones talk about it and how it gave him nightmares for days after. And one of the things that I found that was very troubling to me about this post-apocalyptic world was the fact that there was absolutely no hope or faith at all shown during the entire movie. And it put it, exactly, my wife just whispered in my ear, she says, it put out the idea that God had abandoned everybody and humanity. And I cannot, for the life of me, feel that way or think, even in a most dire circumstance like that, to be in that mindset. And I've been in some pretty nasty situations, and never once will I ever truly feel that way. And I thought that was a very nasty twist on a nasty situation. How do you? I don't know if you've seen that movie, Henning, but I mean, it's important that you hold your faith, that you have faith